Okay, so we got our last segment here. Um, we got the rule to find out what scale degree of a relative minor or just relative modal scale, what scale degree, one note, is that note to the parent key. You just subtract one from the scale degree that it is, or you could count from zero, but nobody wants to count from zero. If I'm in the key of D minor, I'm going to make D minor my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, because I got 5 fingers there. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so if it was a computer, you could tell it that, but so, and then just subtract 1 and then add that to the scale degree that it is. Okay, so if it's the minor third, all right, and I'm going, so that's 1, 2, 3. 3 minus 1 is 2, but it was the third, so it's the fifth of the original scale, and it is. All right, so I mean, that's just one way to do it, but the best way I think to play these things, and you got this chart, so you can always say, if I want to write a song and I want it to be a relative in the relative sixth. Well, guess what? How do you tell if you're playing a minor? You're playing a minor. How do you tell if that minor, let's say you're playing E minor. So just to triad, 1, 3, 5 octave. How do you know if that minor is a second minor, third minor, or a sixth minor? You can't tell just with the triad. You have to add some more notes. Okay. Now, doing a pentatonic may or may not give you enough information, but certainly if you played the what it is usually people want to play a minor, and do a little progression. So let's say we start on E minor, right? All right, when I go like that, that's really a whole step major underneath. So right there, now we have a minor with a major underneath. Aha! Where does that leave us? With E flat, E minor, E, G, and B. Okay, it could be the second of D major, D, F sharp, A, or it could be the third minor, the third scale degree Phrygian minor of C, or it could be the sixth scale degree of G. Now the thing is, if it was the sixth scale degree of G, then the D, the one that we go down to, that I just bounce off of, it would have to be a dominant, or you'd be wrong. So if you have a minor going to a dominant, it outlines the key there. So you know that if E minor goes to D dominant, that D dominant, there's only one dominant seventh. Dominant seventh, what is a dominant seventh? Okay, you have D major, then you have D major seventh, where that seventh is part of the D major scale. But then you have D dominant, where you actually hit the C. It's a whole step down from the tonic. Now it's no longer part of the D major scale. Okay, it's part of the G scale though. So there are ways to tell what is the key of the song. So a lot of songs go like, how do you tell what key that song is? Because you want to know which minor it is. Let's look at that. If that, I think that was, what was that, F? That was F minor. Okay, so it was this, F, A flat, C, okay? F minor over here would be, I play it a lot. It's up here. It's up here, and it's just F minor, so I would bar this one, and I'd just be doing a minor. If I wanted to play the super low one on this one, but I don't have that. That's probably the one I was playing. Yeah, it is. It's right above the E. So it would be like C, F, and then this A flat here. And you know, and then you bar this. You bar this right here, right? So you're hitting the F. And then you just have two fingers, one on the C, one on the F. This gets hit by the bar. So you got this, and this. You got the C gets hit by the bar and the F again. That's your F minor. The thing is, what key drops down a major and then drops down another major? Anytime you have two majors in a row, you know it's the fourth and the fifth. Okay, so if you have a minor above it, you know it's the sixth. Any progression that has two minors in a row, you know it's the second and the third of the major key. So if I'm going like this, like you know that it's the second and the third minor right here, because there's no other second and third minor except in the, you know, there's no other two minors except the second and the third minor. There's no other two majors except the fourth and the fifth. Okay, so if you have two minors in a row, all right, then you know the key is another whole step down. That sounds really cool, because it is the parent key of the two minors, and they're lost because you don't really play two minors in a row. You can. It sounds kind of mellow, you know. So it would be, you know, when you're playing minors like that, it would be good for, you know, a part of a movie or something, you know, where you need some feeling. You need some feeling. Somebody's gone through some, you know, real hard thinking. They're going to make a decision and do something about something. But it's something they've been pushed to. They're not doing it happily. It's just something that's fate for them, and they're going to go through with it. So that's the use of, like, the feeling of the music. All right, so we're done. We got about a minute and a little bit. So let's just zoom out on the chart. And we talked about, what did we talk about? Now I want to move me around. I can't get out of there. Okay, how about a special event here? We're gonna go to Andy Video here, okay, and got a minute of this, and we can do a little more like playing. I don't have to look so much. What I wanted to show you is a little it's like a oops, I messed up because it was only a half step to that F. See you next time.